It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Lauren Freemantle with Hunter News. A cyclist has suffered multiple fractures after being clipped by a car at Tighes Hill yesterday afternoon. Around 20 to 5, the 41-year-old cyclist was riding down Maitland Road when he was hit by the car, whose driver, a 36-year-old Raymond Terrace man, failed to stop. The driver continued down Maitland Road for about a kilometre before he collided with a parked car near the Church Street intersection. Newcastle police say the man has undergone mandatory blood and urine testing and has been charged with dangerous driving, while the cyclist is now recovering in the John Hunter Hospital. Police are urging anyone with information to come forward about a frightening home invasion at Cardiff, which left a 77-year-old man with head injuries. 3 robbers knocked on the front door before breaking into the house on Pennyland Street just after 1 a.m. yesterday morning. They confronted the male occupant, hitting him over the head with a firearm before fleeing with his mobile phone and wallet. The victim was taken to the John Hunter Hospital, while police are still looking for the 3 thugs. A man and woman are set to face court after leading Newcastle police on a land and sky pursuit over the weekend. Following reports an Audi had been stolen from Charlestown around 10:30 Saturday morning, the Polair helicopter spotted the vehicle in New Lambton, monitoring it travelling through Rankin Park and Wallsend before it was abandoned in Tyrrell Street. Sergeant Dave Rose says the stealing spree didn't end there.
Well, the 3 occupants then stole a Suzuki Swift, with Polair continuing to monitor the vehicle as it travelled through Wallsend, Mimai, Lanigan and along the motorway, where it exited onto the Wallsend Link Road. The Suzuki was seen by traffic and highway patrol officers travelling into bushland off Link Road at Wallsend before it was abandoned.
After a police search involving the dog squad, a 27-year-old man and 18-year-old woman were arrested and have since been charged with multiple offences, while officers continue to search for a third man involved. The New South Wales government has slammed its federal counterpart for refusing to buy back properties in PFAS-contaminated zones like Williamtown. In a harsh submission to the Senate, State Parliament on Friday claimed it's been left $3.5 million out of pocket as the Department of Defence have not reimbursed measures taken out to help affected residents. Premier Berejiklian and Environment Minister Gabrielle Upton are calling on the Turnbull government to clean up the mess, a move being welcomed by the Coalition against PFAS as a huge shift. Port Stephens MP Kate Washington is welcoming the submission, but wishes the government had acted sooner.
The Berejiklian government should have been saying all this many years ago. They should have been listening to local voices. They should have been giving the community the respect that they deserve, and we may have seen results from the Turnbull government sooner than now.
Lecturers at the University of Newcastle are hopeful a new state government safety campaign assisting those in need of help on dates in Sydney will come to the Hunter. The Ask for Angela campaign encourages those who don't feel comfortable on a date to ask for Angela at the bar, which triggers a discreet response from trained staff to escort the person away. Senior lecturer in criminology, Dr. Xanthi Mallet, says the campaign will go a long way to increasing safety.
It's so much quicker, easier, and I think it helps the person in the bar feel safer, but it also means that these establishments are training people. So they're not putting their staff on the spot. They know exactly what to do to manage the situation, which is helpful for everybody.
Briefly, it's believed a child playing with matches may have been the cause of a bad house fire at Weston yesterday morning, and Cessnock has come close to beating its lowest ever temperature with an icy minus 4.9 degrees recorded in the town yesterday morning.
Sport for our sponsor PRD Nationwide East Maitland.
The Newcastle Knights are now looking ahead to another must-win clash with the Titans this weekend after downing Parramatta by 2 points. The result leaves the Knights in 11th spot, 6 points outside the top 8 with 7 games left in the season. Coach Nathan Brown says star fullback Kalen Ponga is close to a return.
If it was a grand final, you'd probably say yes, but he's too important, for the club's long term and his own future to be risking him with a hamstring at this stage. I'd be surprised if he made next week.
Hamilton are now in the driver's seat to record a 4th straight minor premiership after downing Nelson Bay 29 points to 15 in Newcastle and Hunter Rugby. The Hawks moved 2 points clear in a congested table at the top, with 3 points separating 1st and 4th. Elsewhere, Lake Macquarie and Southern Beaches had a 15-all draw, while Merewether downed Singleton 40 points to 19. Lake Macquarie's Rhiannon Ifland has completed the world's hardest cliff dive, winning round 2 and moving into second in the overall standings. And France have won this year's World Cup with a 4-2 win over Croatia this morning. The win marks the second time the French will have claimed the trophy. And the winning numbers in Saturday Lotto are 45, 40, 6, 32, 12 and 11, and the supplementaries are 10 and 20. 2NURFM News Time 26 to 9.